Hi everyone, I'm here with Linda Orton, who is the Chief Marketing Officer of Alvarez Marsal, which is a global consulting firm. Welcome, Linda.
Thanks so much for having me, Carrie.
Of course, and I wanted to talk to you because I know that you have gone from corporate to entrepreneurship back to corporate. Tell me a little bit about that.
Sure. So I started out in legal. I thought I was going to be a lawyer. And I transitioned from doing paralegal work to recruitment, and I finally found my passion in marketing. And about 10 years in, I decided that I wanted to start my own shop. So I started a marketing consulting and recruitment firm focusing on professional services. And then about 2 years ago, I rejoined the in-house world, and I joined Alvarez Marsal.
Interesting. So you've had a fairly fluid career, right? And going back and forth in that way. And ultimately, I think we're going to see a lot more fluidity going forward as work changes.
We are. The Bureau of Labor and Statistics has a fascinating stat that by 2020, 40% of the workforce is actually going to be doing some sort of freelance work. They're going to be called contingent employees.
Wow. So how do we, as workers, as people who are interested in our careers, how do we prepare for that?
Well, I think the one basic rule of thumb that everybody, whether they're an entrepreneur or internal, has to have is a current, up-to-date LinkedIn profile. And they have to not just have it up, but they have to keep it current with the projects that they're working on. They have to be tracking trends. They have to be looking at leaders in their industry. And they have to understand that it's a combination of both online and old school and networking and staying in touch with people.
I often feel like LinkedIn is really underutilized, so you're definitely right about that. Now, in terms of when you're going from being an entrepreneur to going to a company, it's really important the type of company that you pick, right?
It is. I think having it be part of your core culture and having the Venn diagram approach, I call it, so that the intersection is the company you're looking at, their core culture, and the things that you're passionate about. The two have to overlap. It's very difficult to make that shift back in-house if you don't sympathize, empathize with the mission and the ethos of the company that you're joining.
I also think that's important when you're starting your career out in corporate is to pick something that if you were to start a company, it might give you the skills that would help develop you in the future anyway. Like you learned working in marketing about your love of marketing, and that helped you launch your own firm.
Absolutely, it did.
Very interesting. And I think that the other piece that we talked about that I've been thinking about is that this can just all change in an instant.
It can, and you don't really know how or why. And I think being open to the fact that sometimes opportunities come your way and you have to be willing to explore them and take a look at them. I think the change of employers and what they want to give their employees is going to necessitate some people looking at freelance opportunities or entrepreneurial opportunities. But ultimately, we're in control of our own careers now, and the market's changing.
We have to think about it that way, right? The good way to think about it is we're in control of our destiny. Alternatively, if you want something to motivate you, you could be laid off at any moment, or as an entrepreneur, your business could fail at any moment. So you have to be prepared for both.
Exactly, and it's not necessarily a negative thing. I think if you take that entrepreneurial mindset into a corporate environment, or a corporate structure into your own company, you're going to benefit either way.
Absolutely, and I know you liken your whole theory to a certain celebrity, right?
I do. I've been called Madonna of the legal marketing world.
Madonna, I love it. Tell me why.
The idea that she was able to morph over 4 decades and learn new tricks and have a new sound and have a new look. But people always knew who she was and that she was a serious musician. She was a great dancer, and she had a feeling and a flavor that was unique to her.
So if you want to be a fearless entrepreneur or corporate employee or have a career trajectory that goes through all of it, you got to just be like Madonna.
Exactly, be like
Awesome.
Madonna.
Vogue.